fourth best team for me. And so we'll see exactly how this all pans out for him on this map against Justus, who again likes to keep it close, but Savage is a really good team, so we'll see. So with that, we can go ahead and get right into the game. And while they're doing the knife round, we can talk a little bit about the players on this team and the player to watch specifically. For me, for Justus, it has to be PTR. PTR is their main opper. He's their caller. He's the guy who makes this team work. And if he has a really big game, he can shut down Savage in a map that really kind of wants you to have one-on-one aim battles. If PTR is able to win those with his op and put his team in advantageous positions right off the bat, whether it be down mid or just in one of the choke points, I think that can really make Justus go pretty far in this. So we'll see how it goes. And if he plays well, he can really make a dent into Savage. With Savage, for me, it's got to be Relix. Relix is such a great player. Watching this guy, he's consistent, he's smart, he's got really good aim. He's got everything it takes to really be a great player. He seemingly has this sixth sense where he puts himself in great positions to catch people off guard, and that's like, when I look at Relix, that's like what he does for me. So, and especially on a map like this, if Savage is able to take sites consistently, he's going to have a really big game in just catching rotates. So I'm really expecting that from him, and if he does that, I think they can go really far in this. But you definitely can't count Justus out. They went toe-to-toe with Vex, who is ahead of Savage in the standings on Dust2, 16-14. So, and they just barely lost that. So I think Justus is actually in a pretty good situation where they definitely have a good shot at taking this, but Savage is a really good team. So we'll see how it goes as we move into the pistol round. We see Savage on the CT side, JustusPro on the T side. So JustusPro starting on the more advantageous side on this map again. Dust2, a little bit T-sided. But again, knife rounds are, especially on this map, they're not too important because it's kind of advantageous to get either side. So, I mean, if you're starting out on the CT side, you get to finish off the game on the T side, on the stronger side. If you start out on T side, you get to start out with a round advantage and maybe work your way in to your opponent's heads, and that, so either way can really work for me. And we see Elige actually picking up the opening frag here on the pistol as they push into the A bomb site. Hades just kind of waiting outside the smoking with a huge jump shot on Elige. What a shot from Hades, and he gets another one on the Flocky. Now they're just cleaning it up right here. We see one member left in the site, and I accidentally left the voice activation on, so I'm going to turn that off. But Flanks getting shot down by Relix, and now it's just PTR, but he picks up a nice headshot. He's going to push forward and try to take out Relix. PTR realizes he made a mistake and tries to run back to long, and that's going to give Skylar the defuse. Oh, PTR, he had that. He had the triple kill. He only needed to stay in the back of long and wait for Relix to get on the bomb. The bomb was planted for him. Oh no, that was unfortunate. That was really unfortunate there for PTR. He had the round, and it sucks to watch someone throw it away like that. But Savage are going to take the first round, and now Justus is going to be on an eco round. They did get the bomb down, so they should be able to buy next round. But we'll see what kind of impact they can make with these pistols. And we see Savage doing kind of a passive hold today. They push no one up into this long area here. They just left it wide open. So we'll see what Justus decides to do. Of course, I don't know that, but it looks like they're going for a mid to B strat. Elige going to be the first one in for JustusPro. He's going to spot one in window, and the rest of the team is just going to full on rush into the B bomb site, but they run into Doomore. Relix holding by window, but Doomore with a triple kill. Now Relix picks up one as Doomore picked up the quad. And they just clean up that eco round. And it was a little scary there when you have 4 members rushing into those 2 doors, especially with CZs. And with how close Doomore was holding, it can get a little scary, but he was able to connect on all of his shots, take down 4 members, and eliminate the threat of the eco round. And of course, Justus got the plan on the first round, so they're able to buy, and we'll see what kind of strat they decide to do. Again, Savage not playing anyone at long. That's because they boosted 3 on the mid, and I completely missed all the action as that happened. But 2 go down for Savage, only 1 for JustusPro, so we'll see what they can turn this into, and it looks like they want to turn it into a long. So they're going to go ahead and push up long. They get the bomb into the site, so they're going to get the bomb down. See Valen's throwing some nades over into the side. He hits PTR down to 42 HP, so very nice nade. Or actually, PTR gets triple naded, and he goes down. So now Flocky and AGM, the last 2 members remaining. AGM hiding in long, doing the PTR, but he's not going to blow it this time. Flocky picking up a double kill. Is he going to be able to take Doomore too? Doomore peeking up on him, and Flocky gets him. 3 headshots from Flocky, and he's able to hold down the A bomb site. AGM didn't need to do a thing, just give it to Flocky and let him work with it. Impressive stuff there from Flocky. And JustusPro take that 3rd round, and that was all because they planted on the first round. They were able to buy. Also, JustusPro, you saw the play there from Savage. They boosted 2 members onto the cat, and as the 2 members were right here and peeking the guys on cat. One of them was on this Xbox, the other one was over here. This guy immediately gets killed, but the guy on box was able to clean up both of these 2 frags and pretty much secure their entrance into A. So, great round there from them, and we see more members of Justus up on cat, 2 of them to be in fact, and the only member here is Valen's. He's at CT, but they're going to go ahead and back out because it looks like they want to do a mid to B here. They've got 3 members in the tunnels, and they've only got 1 member in the site of B, and that's Relics. Three members at mid now for Justus. We see Doomore trying to get away. He gets away with 40 HP, but Valens sees all the members crossing, and he's going to go ahead and peek. He's going to have easy shots on these guys. He takes down 1. Not able to take down AGM, though. PTR walking into the site's about to see Relics, and he takes him down. So now it's a 2 versus 4, or 2 versus 3, excuse me. But these members are so close. If PTR tries to plant right now, they'll just push in and take him down. So maybe Justus just waiting to see. Oh, and a nice flash. Pop flashes Valens in to get the frag on a PTR. Glorin's able to take down Elige in the meantime. Justus had the right idea. They knew all these members of Savage were up close already at the spot. PTR holding its sight box. The other member holding over here at tunnels. And they were just going to wait a little bit to see if Savage gets a little angsty and pushes in through the window or through the door so they could get an easy pick into these 2 spots, but it didn't happen. Instead, when PTR wanted to run into the site and plant the bomb, it was already just a little bit too late. You see Plank's immediately going to be the first one that goes down, but a bunch of trades all over the board for JustusPro, bring it to a 3-on-3. So on an eco round, that's a very good sign. They get a gun, and the other gun is just too far away for AGM to go get, but actually they're going to give it to him. AGM picks up the AK. But one of the members of JustusPro just went down at mid, so now we're got to see what PTR and AGM are going to do. They're holding here over by the long doors. And it looks like here comes the movement. PTR. If they push up Cat, they will run into Doomore, who's just waiting here on Cat. Oh, but AGM, with a nice shot, is able to take down Doomore. And now they are going to take the bomb and go back to long. So AGM going to be the first one in. Going to try to clear this long area. Little does he know there's no one there. And Valens and Relics are both over at mid and B side. So this is going to be an easy take for them. As Relics, no one's actually watching the cross at all. So they're just going to get into sight for free. Just now, Valens and Relics realize what's going on. And it looks like both of them are going to go Cat. AGM going to be the one spotting Cat. So he'll see someone first. But now they know one member at least is coming there. PTR. Shooting some shots. Down and they... Oh no. AGM goes down to Valens, who jumped into CT, and Valens actually takes out PTR too. So nice retake from Savage. I liked it there. PTR was a little bit confused. He heard one drop CT. And at that point, he had to worry about the jump shot from Valens, who is down here. And AGM over here on the side ended up peeking out a little bit too wide and getting fragged from Valens, because Valens was walking up here at this point. So then all that was left was PTR in the site, one member here, and he just got taken out. PTR opening up this round though with a pick on the Relics, crossing over into the B bomb site. So with Justus, with the man advantage, we got to see what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to go ahead and push along. Alicia's going to see two members into CT, and he's just going to wait here, but he eats a nade. One member in the B site, that's Dumore. He's getting sprayed down by two members though. Now Planks is going to get into the site. We see Glorins over here at Tunnels, going to flash and run away. And it looks like because they did not pick off any of the members of Justus, Savage is just going to opt to save their guns. So if we look at the economy of Savage, their economy is actually pretty bad. If they were to go in and lose their guns right now, they would have to save next round. But with these 3 guns saved, they should have enough money to buy and maybe get a couple FAMASs on Dumore and Relics. But regardless, they will still have another gun round if they save these guns, so they're going to opt to do that. Besides, they have the round lead anyway, so it's not that big of a deal for them to drop one to JustusPro. And again, JustusPro is on the stronger side, so they need all the rounds they can get now. They don't want to give up too many more rounds to Savage. I think maximum you want to give up probably 6, realistically, if you're JustusPro. But now PTR, he's got an op in his hands and he wants to use it still, trying to get a pick down mid. See if he can do it again. He got on Relics the first time and he's not able to hit it this time. Lots of smokes in the way of that one. But we see the cat push again. Hades peeking up very aggressively on the cat, and now he's just gonna flash. Glorins is gonna wait here in the stairs. He actually eats a nade down to 55 HP, and now down to 10 HP. Glorins taking a lot of damage, and he's going to be forced to back up, so Hades is going to take his spot. I really like what Justus is, or what Savage is doing, not playing any members long. They really don't want to risk dropping a member early on to JustusPro, possibly picking him with an op, but Hades rushes through and gets taken down by Elige. And Elige is going to remain here on Cat. And now Glorins with 10 HP is going to walk into Hades, but he gets the headshot first. So nice shot there from Glorins. Is able to make the trade, even though it was really dangerous with the amount of health that he had. But Glorins not keeping an eye on long, but PTR. And a nade from PTR. Nice 2K from him. And that's going to secure them this A bomb site. PTR getting a nice shot on the CT and then throwing the touchdown nade into sight. And Glorins just walked right into it, caught that one. And now AGM about to pick up the 2 rotators, takes down Relics, but Dumore is able to trade it out with him. But unfortunate there for Savage. They really don't want to drop any of these guns. Look at their money. They're not going to be able to buy next round. They're probably going to have to save, even with the saved AK from Dumore. And JustusPro, on the other hand, their economy's not fantastic, but after they win this round, they will have money to buy regardless. And Planks goes down, or Planks, excuse me, kills Dumore, and he goes down. So now 4-3, JustusPro winning a couple rounds in a row here, and that's really what they need on this terrorist side. They need to get as many rounds as they can at this point, because they will be playing on the harder side in the second half. And now Savage going to be forced to save 5 CZs. Gotta love the CZs. Now PTR going to try to get some picks mid. We see a flash over so that they can cross pretty safely. PTR didn't even fire a shot there, but we see the aggressive push again on Cat. Hades and Glorins again. Hades goes down early on and Glorins drops extremely low, so now he's going to be forced to back off. I'm not really sure the game plan Savage is having right now with really pushing Cat extremely hard, especially on an eco round. When you push Cat, you're forcing yourself into long-range engagements, and less JustusPro is just pushing up Cat themselves. So if you do push Cat like that, you probably want to push it more with like a Deagle, or, you know, with a gun that you can more likely get a bunch of kills with. And instead, it just... And Flocky picks up Glorins. I don't think it's a great decision for them to push Cat like that with CZs. I know the CZs are godlike and you can get crazy stuff with them. But forcing yourself into a long-range engagement with a CZ is not what you want to do. AGM picking up Relics to end the eco round threat. And that's going to tie it up here for JustusPro, 4-4. Savage did save last round, so they will be able to buy this round. Hayes gonna go with an op. We'll see if he tries to do this long-range battle with PTR. And he's gonna flash over again so the rest of his team can peek. He's actually gonna peek with the flash himself, Hayes, but he's not able to find the shot onto Elige, and Elige getting really close. He wants to try to get in an aim battle with Hayes, and it's smoked off, and Hayes already retreated into the B bomb site. 3 members now in B site, no one cat, and 2 members playing aggressively at long. And it's not too aggressive, but I say aggressive because Savage has been playing people long all game, so this is pretty aggressive for them in my opinion. We see Justus kind of just buying their time at mid, doing this stack for planks, and he's actually just gonna back off right now. Liege working up A, gonna fire some shots. Now the rest of Savage knows that they're all cat. All the footsteps are currently being heard right now. Relics in a good position to possibly catch one with the bomb, and he actually does dink AGM, and he's gonna retreat back into spawn. Didn't get the frag. But now JustusPro get into the A bomb site with 5 members. The problem is they only have control of A and Cat. They don't even have any members on Cat yet, and now they do. So we'll see if they can hold this. Savage has people in long, and PTR, it's really going to be on him to hit this guy in pit. Planks immediately picking up a kill. Dumore trading it out with him as he's going to walk into elevator, but he's going to go down. Now Planks gets a frag on a Dumore. And now the rest of the 2 members of Savage, Glorins and Valens, are just going to back out. But they're being hunted. Flocky. And Planks going down though. Flocky about to walk into here, getting a fight with Glorins, but he goes down. Elige managed to pick up Glorins. Now there's only 1 member left. And they're not able to pick him up. So, but JustusPro still get the round, so that's the good sign. And Savage might save here. Valens did save his gun. And it looks like, yeah, they are going to opt to save with just the 1 and 4 on Valens. So, JustusPro stringing together a bunch of rounds. 4 at this point. And PTR getting the opening pick down mid through the smoke. PTR really doing his team a lot of work right now with these opening picks down mid. And that's going to open it up so them to get more picks. Hades with the deagle. Going to try to do what he can here. Hopefully hit a bunch of highlight reel headshots, and he's not able to. And now Planks at mid. There's 1 member in front of him, that's Relics, and if he walks through mid, he's probably going to die. Relics actually going to try to peek onto Planks. Well, Planks hears him. Oh, Relics with a nice shot. And that's going to secure them an AK. And now they took down Flocky, so only 3 members left for JustusPro. They're not going to go for this retake, that's already out of the question. And now AGM on the hunt for Skylar. Doesn't want him to save this gun. And he's actually running all the way back into T-spawn, gonna hit up tunnels from the opposite end there. But Relics is probably gonna get out with his gun. So that's the one silver lining for them. They did manage to drop 2 members of JustusPro, but look at their money. They have so much money to work with. These rebuys are not gonna dent their economy one bit. And now Savage, though, will be able to buy, so we'll see if they can dent their economy a little bit more than what Relics did in that last round. And we see Savage playing a little bit more normal this time, but look at AGM. AGM and Flocky running right into this B bomb site, and they're about to actually have a little altercation in tunnels though. Elige trading out with Dumore, but look at this, the flank from the rest of Justus getting in there and taking down Relics. And now they've got the B site, and it's going to be a 4-on-3 hold for JustusPro. All 3 members from Savage in the CT site, or in the CT spawn, and it looks like they're just backing up. They don't actually want to do this retake, and if they did, look at the money. They would have had to save again, so instead they're going to opt to hold on to these 3 guns. So JustusPro are really doing well. They're getting the entries into the site that they need, and they're actually just, like, that round especially, they held 2 members in tunnels, Elish and PTR, I believe it was, And the two members from Savage just opt to go for some aggression. They take out one member here, but they ended up getting on a trade. And when Skylar tried to get back out of tunnels when he was going back, there were already two members who, after they smoked down mid, just ran right into tunnels and was able to take him out and get control of the B bomb site. So that's really what won the round from Justus, was that trade in tunnels. If both members of Justus Pro had gone down in tunnels right there, it could have been a much different round, because the bomb would have been stuck in tunnels with one member of Savage just keeping an eye on it. So Justus Pro really doing themselves justice getting that round. But as I say that, Elysian AGM grabbed 2 frags in long, so now they're going to try to work into long, and there's no one CT, so they should be able to get into A bomb site for free. We saw Flocky run through Cat, so he's got Cat control now, and we'll see if they decide to go for this retake. A couple of their members pretty low on money, but they can't just keep saving these guns. And as Planks takes down Hayes, Flocky takes down Dumore, and Relics goes down. So quick cleanup there from Justus Pro, and now they've got 8 rounds here on this terror side, and that's really what you want to do, but they still need more. They can't give up yet. They really need to get 10 rounds for Justus Pro is probably where they want to be at. Any more, and by any more I mean the one more they could possibly get, which is 11, would be perfect for them going into the second half here. Savage just not being able to hold the critical areas that they need to, and it's allowing Justus Pro to just get the picks that they need and push into the site and hold it. And again, with this Cat aggression, there's just a trade, so it's now 4v4. So not terrible. We see Elige gonna have a one-on-one battle with Relics, and he goes down, but he's getting shot in the back, and he's jumping out, trying to get out of here. And he does, Valens. And Glorin's not able to hit the shots that they needed on him getting into the site. So now it's gonna be a 2-on-3 retake for Savage. Glorin's and Valen's gonna try their luck. But we saw a lot of nades on Justus Pro, and they've used them, and actually Planks was blind, so Glorins is able to get into the site for free. He's looking for more. PTR able to pick up a frag, though. PTR switches over to the M4. Oh, but he's on the bomb. No, he's not on the bomb. He gets off the bomb and takes down PTR, Valens. And he gets the defuse. Valens and Glorins with a beautiful retake. You saw the pop flash in. It flashed Elige completely so that Glorins could get in and get that opening frag. That made PTR and the other member who's holding their Flocky really worried. And he was able to get the frag on the Glorins, but that left Valens versus PTR and Planks or Flocky, I'm not sure which one it was. He was able to instantly get the frag on. One smoke off the bomb, and he got on the bomb. PTR started spraying it. Savage, or Valens, excuse me, peeks out, takes down PTR, has enough time to get the defuse. So, huge round there from Savage. Great retake by them. And now that gave them those 5 rounds that they needed. But we see the long push from Justus. A lot of bullets exchanged, but no damage given on either side. Justus Pro took long the way they wanted to. Now they're just going to back off to mid. They have Flocky here with mid control. We see no members at mid for Savage. One member playing really aggressively on Cat behind the smoke though. And when the smoke clears, there's going to be 2 members looking at him. And actually, Lawrence runs through the smoke. I don't know what he was thinking there, but that was the wrong play to make. And he goes down, so now it's going to be a 5-4 take into this A bomb site with only 2 members here. Valen's in the site, instantly goes down to Flocky. And now they're going to get into the A bomb site. It's just Hades left up here. And Flocky's actually going to peek him, but he gets taken down by Skylar. And AGM, just as I say that, takes down Hades. Dumore able to pick up a frag onto Planks on Cat, but immediately traded out, and now it's just Relics. Working his way to the A bomb site, he runs into AGM, takes him down, looking for the peek on Cat. And he sees it, but he's not able to get the frag. And now PTR, the bomb's planted for him in pit, so this round's pretty much over. Relics is not going to be able to get this unless he has a god shot on a PTR, but he does not. So now 5-9 Justus Pro. Savage getting this last round would really put themselves in a good position. Again, I said they needed about 6 rounds or so for it to be okay. And Savage definitely needs this last round. Justus Pro doesn't want to give up 6th round though. They want to keep it 10-5. And we'll see if they're able to do it. PTR opting mid again. But look at this from Savage. They're forced to save. And now 4 members, excuse me, down long. They get the pick, and now they leave. Relics is in the B bomb site. And Elige actually pushes Cat, and he's able to pick up a frag on the Dumore. And Valens goes down on long. So now there's only 1 member left in long, and that's Hades in pit with a 5-7. And now he's going to go ahead and flash himself out of here. But Planks walks up and silences him. Says, no, your eco round chances are none. Now Relic's about to run into Flocky, takes down Flocky, so he's going to secure himself an AK. But this is the last round of the half, there's no point in saving. And he's going to peek out, gets 1 more frag on the Planks, and gets another flag on the AGM, so now there's only 2 left. If Relics pulls this off, that'd be amazing. He does not have a kit, so I don't think it's going to happen. And yeah, it's already too late. Elige walks out, one-shots Relics, and that is going to be the half. But we saw an interesting play there. They were ecoing, Savage was, and they pushed 4 members down long. And immediately as 1 member peeked out here, he took him out. And if these members had just backed up back into A, I think it would have been okay. Maybe leave 1 member in long. But instead, they ended up getting a return frag here, and then getting more frags in here and in here once the smokes had dissipated. And unfortunately for Savage, they just were not able to hold the places that they needed to hold. Whenever JustusPro wanted to push mid, they did it, and it always worked out for them. Whenever they wanted to push long or cat, they did it, and it always seemed to work out for them, and they just got into the site with more members alive than JustusPro had to retake. But going into the second half here, switching sides. So now JustusPro going to be on the less favored side, Savage going to be on the more favored side. JustusPro with a really nice round advantage though. They only need 6 rounds on the CT side, which is 100% doable. Savage though only picking up 5 on theirs. And now we see Elige working into mid. This is going to be a 3 men aggressively out mid, 2 men in cat. So we'll see what they decide to do. Flocky going to be the first one up, but there's actually nobody here. They're all in tunnels, and one of them was over at long. And now Justus, realizing that their push didn't pay any dividends, are going to just back up and hold default now. Flocky, though, going to catch 1 member. That's Valens, and he's going to get the hell out of there. There's 2 members now in A, 2 members in B, but here comes the push from Savage. They spot 1 member in the back of the site, but there's the flash. PTR able to pick up a frag, and Planks getting naded down. Now it's just PTR left in the site by himself. He gets taken out by Glorens. And now Elige and Flocky, and a 2-on-4 scenario. But Elige picking up a nice frag on the Relics. Flocky goes in and gets a frag. Now Elige runs in and he's not able to take down Glorens. Glorens not looking at him, able to pick up the 4K on the pistol round. So nice shots there from Glorens. JustusPro had the chance to do that, but PTR needed to hit those shots when the members of Savage were coming into the B bomb site. He did hit 1, but he needed more so that the 2 members left of JustusPro would have a little bit easier time retaking there. Unfortunately, we're not able to land the shots in the end, though. So now we see cat aggression from Elige, but Hades is able to take down 1, but Elige is about to run right into him, and Dumore with the shot takes him down. Now we see Planks pushing up cat aggressively, pushing in 1 by 1, unfortunately. But now he's going to jump on this box, I believe, is Glorens. Actually, no, he's going to smoke mid. And now Planks with a nice flank, but he's not able to pick up the frag. Now we see PTR at mid, Glorens able to take down AGM. PTR last one left, trying to see if he can maybe get a gun for himself or just at least drop some guns out of the hands of Savage. But PTR going to run back into B, and he's going to take the long way around and go back to A, looks like.
Bomb has been planted.
So I really, really did not like that play from Justus. You saw what they did there. They got 1 picked down mid, and as one of the members from JustusPro tried to peek up cat, he immediately got taken down. Or actually, no, he already pushed. He was pushing up cat, got taken down here. Another member, after this had already happened, peeked cat again, got himself killed. Just peeking 1 at a time. It's not a very good strategy for eco rounds. If you're going to do something on your eco round, I would recommend pushes, like 3 or 4 man pushes, especially on Dust2 where there's such long sight lines. You really need to push 1 area and get as close to the terrorists as possible. on your CT eco rounds in order to really make the CZ work for you. Because again, CZs are close range guns. You want to get as close as possible in order to take down members with rifles. So, unfortunate for Justus there at the all peaks 1-on-1, but you know, that's why they're playing and I'm not. So we'll see. Justus holding 4 men in Cat, and Savage is actually about to peek right into him. They spot a couple members over here in long, but now PTR in a very good spot. He picks out one Flocky, getting another frag too, and now there's only 3 members left here at long. And now Doomore or Hades finds a shot on the Flocky. Doomore and Hades trying to hold down this long aggression, and they actually pick up 2 of their own. So now it's even, but the health is not so even. Elige with 8 HP, Planks with 10 HP. Hades with the 2K, but he's only on 11 HP now. He's going to go ahead and smoke the cross. There are 2 members waiting for him here at long, though, and Planks actually finds a shot on the Hades. So now we got to see what Doomer's going to do. Actually, walking through the smoke is Elige, and Planks peeks him at the same time, but they both go down. Doomore now with the 2K, but he also has low HP. He's going to get the bomb down, though. AGM, 6 HP. Going to see what he can do here. Spots 1 member. That's Doomore. Relic's running away, and nice nade from Relics. Takes down AGM. Long range touchdown there. Is able to pick up that round from Savage, but Justus on another eco round, able to drop 4 guns out of the hands of Savage. That's actually really important. Now look at their money. 2 members pretty low. Actually 3 members now pretty low on money. Doomore and Valens both with pretty decent bank. But now Justus do have the guns. PTR. So he's got that op in hand, and he's going to op long, but it doesn't look like anyone's actually going to be here for him to take. Hades here at mid, seeing if he can get a shot on a Cat, but nobody's a Cat either. So both the operas not picking the best spot stop because nobody is at the spots they decided to go to. Savage just kind of holding control of mid, looking to see what they can do if any openings present themselves. And we'll see what kind of strat they decide they want to do. PTR just holding down long. Doomore deciding to get a little bit aggressive on the Cat, but that's smoked out. But Relic's actually opening up with the long range frag on the AGM through tunnels. He's going to go ahead and smoke out the B side, but it's all a ploy. They're going to go up Cat right now. Doomore and crew getting ready to push up Cat here. They're not actually making their move yet. And I think they're giving themselves, or they're giving Justus too much time. We see the smoke in. They're actually smoking CT, so this is going to be the CT drop strat. Doomore and Valens into CT, but oh, they're actually able to trade it out. But there's one member here, that's PTR at long, and he's able to take that frag with them. So now they're able to get the bomb down, though, and now it's just Planks left. And he's not going to do this retake. The money is all super low from JustusPro, so he's going to opt to just save this M4. So interesting play there. We see the smoke. You actually throw a smoke from the Cat area into CT, so that goes ahead and blocks off this area. They throw a flash over to blind anyone who's over here watching Cat. They send 2 men down CT to flank from here and here to kill these guys who are hiding in sight or on the A slope. And they're able to just get a couple frags. PTR was in a prime spot over here to get long range shots on anyone coming up CT or long, but he actually missed his opportunity to get the frag onto Valens here. He was able to pick up Glorans, but Valens too quickly runs up to A slope and is able to take out the one other member in A. So PTR, not the best. He missed a couple of shots on Savage that really could have turned that round around for JustusPro. So now JustusPro gonna have to save, but Planks of course still has that gun. And we see again more Cat aggression on eco rounds from JustusPro. Relic's able to pick up AGM at long again. At tunnels again. It's the second time that's happened. Now we see Flocky peeking aggressively, trying to get something, and he's not able to, as all the members of JustusPro go down. So now Savage has tied it up 10-10. Justus really needed to get a good start here. They weren't able to pick up the pistol that would have put them in prime position to just finish the game. But now they do have guns again, so we'll see if Justus can bring it back. Maybe string a couple of rounds together, and they need to, because look at the money on Savage. They have so much money. They could buy probably 3 more rounds in a row if they lose all these next rounds. We'll see Cat Aggression though. Relic's able to get the first frag. Relic's going down to PTR, but Valen's going down to PTR, but Relic's able to make the trade. So now 2K on the round for Relic's. As Dumor picks up a nice one tap on the planks in A site. Well, now we see the boost over at A. And Hades is able to finish that out with a frag on the Flocky and AGM. And if that round shows us anything, it's that JustusPro just needs to hit their shots and not get one tapped. And I also need to work on my camera work. So those are the 2 things we learned from that round. Now Savage taking the 11-10 lead on JustusPro, forcing them to save again. Savage is in a very, very good position now. They have a lot of money and a lot of rounds here on the more favored side on Dust2. And we see Justus doing what I said to do from the beginning on their eco rounds, pushing aggressively. But there is one member here, and that's Valen's. And he knows the push is coming. Gets one frag, not able to get the second one though. Elish picks up that frag. So now there's 3 members in T-spawn, 1 member in lower B for JustusPro. And we'll see what kind of defense Savage does, or if they just opt to just run into the site. But Glorence is getting collapsed on, and he's actually going to go down. So now it's 3v4 in favor of Justus. And now Flocky, not a man with a gun, but he's going to go ahead and peek over here in the long area. He spots that they are going to be in long. And we'll see what kind of take Justus decides to do. First one in, going to be Elish with 24 HP, basically just baiting himself so that they can pick up this frag on the Hades. Hades missing 2 important shots, but Relics actually takes down planks as he tries to go in and get the frag. And now Hades is just going to hide really far back here in the tunnel. He's actually going to peek a little bit as the 2 members of JustusPro leave this long A engagement here. So JustusPro do still save the guns, but I think it's a little bit too late for JustusPro. This is going to be 12-10 in favor of Savage. They do have money to buy though, so that's the good news. So we'll see if JustusPro can stop the Savage team, but Savage has so much money. They can go toe-to-toe with JustusPro even if they drop a couple rounds. So JustusPro really needs to play lights out in order to get this to work, and their solution to that is to double up. So we see Elish and PTR, both of them not. PTR losing the battle at mid, dropping down to 19 HP to Hades. And we'll see if Elish can pick up anything, and it looks like Savage is holding passively, just waiting to see what strat they're gonna run here. Trying to gather some information for where they want to push. Valen's actually boosting for Hades, looking over the top of mid here. And again, Relic's getting these frags on to the members in this B site. He's done it 3 rounds in a row. Well, maybe not in a row, but he's done it 3 rounds now, where he gets that pick into B, but immediately taken out by AGM as Flocky gets up a frag at mid. And now we see Elish, members pushing him in cat. Elish missing the headshot there. And he's actually going to rotate to get out of there. 2 members now of Savage, and jumps on top of him. Dumor aggressively takes out Elish. And now there's just 1 member left. That's AGM. He does have 100 HP and a defuse kit, so this is possible. 1 member of Savage is actually in CT right now, so... Oh, no, he's not. He's actually on Cat. I thought he was CT, but the smoke clears, and he shoots AGM in the face. And now it's 13-10. JustusPro still gonna be able to buy here. And this is it right here. If JustusPro doesn't take this round, they're gonna be forced onto a save, and that's pretty much gonna be the end of the game. That's gonna put Savage on game point. So huge round for Justus. They really need to make something happen here. And the guy that could possibly be the guy to do it would be PTR. And he could get the opening frag here onto Dumor if he peeks out here in Cat. See some shots exchanged over here at B, but there is a smoke in the way. And now PTR just running back from his cat position. So pretty standard holder from JustusPro, although they don't have anyone spotting mid right now. Actually, Flocky is from the B site. You see PTR spotted one though, and he's gonna go ahead and back off. And if they do try to push this cat, he's in a really good position to pick up a couple of frags here. Do more. Gonna go ahead and leave cat. Valen's gonna smoke off CT, so we might see the CT jump again. And if they do that, PTR should have the shots here. Or maybe it's just one. It's just going to be one, but PTR catches him on the way down. And now we see Hayes pushing into the site, getting destroyed by Flocky. And Flocky going to go ahead and flash himself back into the B bomb site. But Planks actually is going to peek out. He is not able to take down Flocky. Brings him down to 2 HP. But that's it. Elige hiding in the smoke here is going to walk out. Actually, no, he's going to go opt to hide. And now AGM able to pick up a frag on the Glorans as he tried to push in through window. Now Dumore in a difficult spot, and he goes down. So JustusPro picking up the round that they needed to. This is huge for JustusPro, but JustusPro is pretty much going to have to beat a Savage team that's going to have guns for the rest of the game. Unless JustusPro is able to, I think, get to 14 rounds, and that might force Savage onto a save, depending on if Savage is able to get the bomb down or not. But JustusPro still have their work cut out for him, but that's a good start. And PTR about to see a couple members on mid here. He takes out the far one and doesn't get the close one. If he had taken down Doomore, he might have had enough time to take a second shot onto the remaining member on cat. And now we see Hayes getting a frag down mid. Planks in the site is going to be alone. And if Savage is smart here, they're going to rotate and go through mid, because there are only 3 members left. And they know they already killed one at mid, and now the B bomb site is wide open. And that looks like what looks like the plan here. Doomore getting into a little aim battle here with Elige, but Elige through the smoke is able to take down Doomore. So that's important. That takes us down to 2-on-3, which is much more doable than 2-on-4. And Justus cannot save these guns. They need to go for this retake. If they put Savage on 14 rounds, it'll be a bit of a problem. Elige gonna opt to smoke off tunnels, and now he's gonna try to peek into the site. There is one member close though, and actually Elige with the opening frag. There is one member really, really close in the site, and that's Glorans, and he's able to take out one Hayes, peeks out of tunnels, and takes down Elige. And that gives Savage that all-important 14th round. JustusPro is gonna have enough money to buy, although probably not the guns that they want to buy. And JustusPro is going to put everything on the tie. Going with the eco guns, with the CZs and the 5.7. If JustusPro managed to take this, that would be huge. It would be really huge for them. And we see what they're deciding to do. They're doing a push up cat, it looks like. Actually, they're just going to do a 3-man hold here on cat. I like this a lot. If someone were to come and peek on cat, they'd be able to frag him, get his gun, and back up. But Savage has different plans. They're going to go up long. They have the smoke, and now they're just spraying into the site. Here come the flashes so they can try to cross. And they do have the bomb over here. Doomore able to pick up the first flag onto Flocky. Doomore able to get the second frag now. PTR gets caught from behind, and all the members of JustusPro die so fast right there. After the 2 opening frags from Doomore. That puts Savage on round 15. JustusPro gonna have to win out from here on if they want to stay in this game. PTR really gonna have to go big with this op if they want to have any hope of winning this game. But we see the long aggression coming in. Lots of flashes down long. There are 2 smokes there. Elige gonna spot one, but Hayes able to pick up the opening frag and getting the second frag on the Planks. This is gonna open up the A bomb site for them, but there is one member about to peek. That's Flocky. He's nice flash. He's not able to take anyone out though. He had a prime opportunity to get a couple of frags there, and he wasn't able to do it. AGM spraying through the smoke, not able to do much damage to the Savage members. But look at this, Relics pushing down mid, and he's gonna take down the remaining 2 members. Oh man, JustusPro. They had such a good first half, and they needed to have a better CT side, and they weren't able to get it. Unfortunate there for JustusPro. And now, with that win, we see Savage passing Vex in the standings. So now they hold the 7th place. JustusPro still in that 9th place. But now, right in front of them, they have a new team in front of them, and that's Vex. But they're very close in the standing. JustusPro with 1 game remaining. I believe Vex also has 1 game remaining also. So if Justus wins and Vex loses, that means that Justus would take that 8th spot, and that would move Vex back to the 9th spot. Savage, I think at this point, is pretty much locked into 7th place unless Vex wins their next match. I'm not 100% sure on that, but Savage with a big win to move themselves up in the standings here on Dust2. Very nice showing, beating JustusPro 16-11. And that's it for me. I'm going to cast one more game tonight, and that's going to be between... let's see, who is that game actually going to be between? It's going to be Justus and SKDC on Dust2. So we'll see what SKDC is able to do up against Justus, or if Justus is going to have another close game, but hopefully pull out with a victory this time. They definitely need one. So that's it for me. I'm OMZ. You can find me on hitbox.com/OMZ or on twitch.com/ohmyzeus. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for this channel for more Cevo matches and possibly more ESEA matches. Who knows? I'll just put up games that I want to cast here on the channel. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.